And we're back with another episode of Satisfactory. So, we're over here in our steel production. And I was looking at this and I was just thinking, this is a huge mess. I said last time I want to make a place for my black powder facility. But I decided to wait with that until I at least have unlocked guns before I actually start making the black powder facility, so I can actually, uh, use the black powder and not just have a venti project out. So instead, I'm gonna redo the steel production. Because right now we have a huge issue with too much coal coming in on one line. And not enough iron, apparently. So yeah, I want to work on that. And I'm gonna start by first making a blueprint of it. Well, first gonna lay down a line like this, where I'm gonna be figuring out where I can actually put everything. So this is gonna be the outer wall. And I'm actually gonna try and build on today's episode the entire thing. Because I've realized in the last few episodes that I'm just cutting a lot of, build moments out, and I'll just show the progress afterwards. And I don't want to do that. Building is part of the fun. So, I gotta move this one. It was only connected to one power line, alright. So yeah. Okay, so we gotta make an area where we can actually process the steel. Like so. Yeah. Remove this. And then place a wall with a hole in it. And of course a merger behind it. No, that's a splitter. The design is very simple, just like the other ones. And we're gonna go for 4 in one row. I don't have enough to build for, because I need more frames for that, apparently. Okay, I already see that I forgot to bring a lot of stuff. I can actually just remove this one. Don't really need the additional line right now. Let me just do this and this as well. Clear up some space here. There. Expand it by one more because I'm gonna need one more. Go to tier 3 belts, and we are now exporting with the highest proficiency. Okay, need a wall. Because of course everything needs power. Go 3 high, because that's more than enough to house everything. And now we just connect all of these up. Now of course I'm gonna need a power line outside as well. There we go. For now to that one. Eventually I will work on the other side as well, and then Well, we should be able to actually get the result. Let me put some of the coal already in the machines, simply so I don't have to carry around a bunch of coal. Because I'm already overburdened on my inventory, I removed a crate in which I still had steel beams. Then well, I can build the third one later. The biggest problem is going to be the biggest problem is going to be how I'm gonna do the steel production and the importing of ore and coal into the building. Because again, as you can see, you're gonna need both coal and iron. They both need the same amount as well. And I do want to make basically both lines separate. So not like other not the other refineries. Like the iron and the copper one, where I just have one input line. Basically feed into both sides of the machines. And the same goes for export. Like I want to basically do something like this, where you have the upper part and then you place this and then you have a upper one, and that then feeds into both these slots here. That's the plan, at least. Okay. Tell you what, this already stumping my brain a little bit how I'm gonna do this. These are 4, cool. So all I need now is to expand the wall a little bit. Or expand the floor a little bit, not the wall. Crap, how am I gonna do this? There we go. And I gotta figure out now how I'm gonna do the whole actual moving everything inside. I'm thinking of using the 2 connectables, and basically both of them are gonna be for the same materials. And then they split off right here. Three. I'm gonna have to do some with this then as well, because I use coal to fuel my tractor. Alright, this one is connected. Yeah, there we go. So then we're gonna have a air splitter. That one is going to be like that. And then we just feed like this into the machine. This part is still pretty much the same thing as the other machines that I have. Of course, I'm going to have to upgrade these to Tier 3 or Mark 3. Simply because you're going to have a huge amount of things out. Huge amount of coal that needs to be imported. And here. So now I have to redirect some of the coal into here. I'm thinking I'm gonna remove this. And go like that. There we go. In here. See, there we go. We're starting to slowly fill up on coal. Although I don't like this part just yet. Let me place one there. No. There we go. I do need to check whether or not I'm mining enough coal right now. Not really. So there's definitely going to be a case where I'm going to have to put a splitter here and merge the two. Because I believe this one is also mining... no. This one is also mining 120. And then with this one is also mining 120. So I could put in a splitter and then merge basically the middle one with both the separate ones. Might actually be a really smart idea to do. Anyway, we have another line here. There. Oh yeah, and then I can use the third output of a splitter to actually go underneath and act as the fuel for the tractors. That's a way to solve it. That's a way to solve the issue. I don't want to delete that one. So we're gonna raise the walls. And now I still gotta figure out how I'm gonna do iron, because, well, we only have the one here, and we need more. But there we go. And of course, turn everything into tier 3 or mark 3. Oh, never mind. Oopsie, wrong one. So yeah, I'm gonna have to place... Damn it. There. I'm gonna have to add another miner to my roster. Do we have any more iron nearby? That one is I'm currently mining from over there. Alright. So basically now I gotta run another operation, mining operation, from here all the way to my base. Friction, miner Mark 2. I don't have the material, so I'm gonna go for Mark 1 right now. Keep it very simple. I need to add a power line as well. Because of course you do. Everything requires power nowadays. Okay, here and... Go! The line wasn't too long. So we're gonna slowly make our way towards the base. I could also use elevators. I don't wanna. Okay, for organizational purposes, I'm gonna just add that. And there we go. Now we will start producing steel on this side. Yeah, alright. A tier 1 is 60 products per... That feels off. No, okay, it's everywhere, alright. For some reason it just feels off that it has gaps between them, because from there it looks like one continuous stream of ore, so yeah. Anyway, this is then one side done. Now I just gotta move some of the stuff here for the second one, for the other side. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm first gonna have to clean up a little bit, because right now ain't too much in terms of what you call it? Oh, no, don't want tier 2, tier 1. But yeah, right now there's just too much clutter in the way. And despite me trying to build as much as I can, I do want to try and not oversaturate the video with cleanup as well. Anyway, steel's being produced on this side. So time to clean up this side. Well, the cleanup was rather swift. I have copied the right side to the left side as well, just to hurry things along a little bit. It's just the same design anyway, so we're like, might as well. What I do need to do is keep a place here open for a door. There we go. So now I can actually access... Come on. There we go. Now I can actually access my foundry for steel. And I'm producing not enough coal on one side, or both sides even. And that's basically what we're gonna do next. I already put down a splitter on this end. And now I just want to make it so that both sides merge the coal into it as well. I am going to, however, have to remove this part. There. And then have it run into a merger. There we go. So that's one. Now I need to do it on this side as well. Preferably there. Put down another merger. And then take this out of the merger and put it there. And now all I need to do is make sure that I have a thing here as well. There. Put down a what did I call it again? Conveyor hole. There. And I don't think I need that many coal for the fuel, so can just do this. Ow, no, oh no. I fell, oh no. Downside of working on the other side of your base, you don't really see where you're going. There. And now all I have to do is connect this with this one. And there we have it. Oh. Okay, I guess I have to increase the size here. If I don't want it to keep running into, well, over the edges. There. Let's hope this works. I don't understand why it suddenly started driving over the sides. Because I didn't do that when I made the route, so I guess it's just a little bit of a janky routing issue. But hey, I doubled my production of steel, which is gonna be useful for, well, the first 12 frames, because I was basically having problems with the beams. If I can show that off before we continue working on the building, because I do want to finish the exterior of the building as well. I don't want to leave it like much of my main base in shambles. Even though I've done my best in between last episodes and now to fill in some of the walls. I think there's still on this side a couple of empty areas, but well, a lot of the earlier ones, the earlier buildings have been filled in. There. My power is still stable. I think a lot of my machinery is actually not working because everything is full. But as I was going to show off, basically my advanced framework was not running. Well, the steel beams were basically running on a deficit because I wasn't producing enough steel. There wasn't enough steel going into the system to produce these steel beams. So, yay, we now have it. And now I can also actually do this. And our number of steel beams is gonna shoot up, which is gonna be great because we're already over halfway there. Now, I'm gonna go back to the base, to the steel manufactory. But before I do that, I do want to try and pick up a few things. Mostly from the map. Not from the map at all. From the point shop. Because the point shop has a lot of architecture stuff like factory ladders, catwalks, personal elevators, pillars, railing. Just a whole bunch of stuff you can use to make your area look better. Ooh, road barriers. Construction fences, ventilation bundles. I basically want to try and by the end of this episode have my steel mill, or well, steel foundry look good, or at least presentable at least. Not like this. Not like this entire area where it's just square or rectangle towers. But as you saw, that was gonna be a lot of points, so I'm gonna be farming a bunch of points because I only have 3 coupons and it already takes 7 to 8,000 DNA points to get another ticket. Well, I have unlocked the catwalks. Uh, Not really a big fan of them, to be honest, when I look at them. Or at least they're not what I was thinking when I wanted to start building here, so shame a little bit that I did unlock them, but at the same time, yeah, well. Anyway, let's start with putting in a second layer. Here. Nice. But now I gotta figure out how I wanna do this whole thing of I'm gonna build my base. The first floor. I was thinking of maybe making a ladder all the way and then if I then put in like a walkway like that, just have something I can get on top of. I can do this where I basically just walk, complete misclick, where I just walk all the way to here. Ooh. And then walls, put in a door. So funny when they don't open at the start. Okay, and then from here, basically on the outside, just put down a little bit of layering. So now that works. And then we also have frame, windows. I need some steel. Can't actually believe it, I actually need steel. I cleared out my entire inventory, so I didn't have steel anymore. Not the sink, hub, crafting bench. I can definitely put that inside. I don't really have a reason to build that office area. But at least I can put in a crafting bench here to make it seem like it's important. Dang, I need way more steel beams. No, I don't like those paneled windows. Maybe. Nah, just do. It doesn't fit for the inside, you know? The triple frame windows are for maybe outside, if I wanna... So basically put them here, on this side. I don't know how I feel about that one. Full frame. I mean... no. It looks too empty. If that makes sense. I guess just regular walls. Well, these windows are gonna do just right. Panel. 2. And there we go. I will eventually replace the these windows with the actual steel windows. So like here. That does look pretty cool actually. to be honest. And yeah, now I'm just gonna build up more of the side and maybe actually add a roof to this place. I don't have any of the angled stuff unlocked. Damn it. And I also need to paint everything still, because right now everything is yellow. I do want to try and at least use some colors in this, so... Well, I guess I'm gonna have to unlock some colors then. Do I like the white? I don't know. I think that... Well, maybe. Another thing I still need to unlock is the lights, because I don't have lights currently, and if I put in a roof, then it's going to be really dark inside. And I don't really want that either. Ooh. Anyway, I'm gonna be continuing with painting, and well, like I said, I don't have any of the angled roof stuff, so more monster hunting apparently. Or I need to automatically push stuff into my the... Let me check the code again. The sink. Customizer, custom swatch. Ah, the concrete doesn't change color. You know what? I'm pretty okay with white color. It doesn't look too bad. Now, here we have our ramp walls. There we go. And basically those will act as the roof thingies. The side of the roofs. One moment. There we go. Oh, it's way too high. Let's see. Okay, I need the ramp wall. Oh yeah, let me just show this off. I added another layer of the tiny walls. Simply because I wanted to make the room look bigger than it actually was, but I didn't want to add like a fully wall to it just yet. Though eventually I will have to do that because, well, I mean right here, it's like the wall is gonna have to go one up. So we'll have to remove all of these, maybe. Let's first just continue placing the walls and the roofs. There and there. I will also have to paint them later. There we go. And the last bit over there. Oh man, I broke the right side of my headphones. So I now only hear the machines roaring in my left ear. It's so weird. Maybe not. There. And now the thing is, I wanna look at how I wanna do this, because I was thinking of maybe adding a thing to the middle here. There. There. There and there. Basically adding like an additional thing to the middle where it just goes up a little bit. I think I need to actually show it what I had in mind. Basically something like that, and then continue the roof from there. No. And then of course we continue here, here, here and here. And then like so I will do that on the other side as well. Oh no, that's the wrong way. Let me also just grab the customizer tool. There we go. And yeah, we then extend that to here. And dang it, I can barely get onto it, onto the wall. Ooh, I might have to figure out what I want to do for the roof colors here, because I don't think white works. But yeah, I want to continue this all the way along here, and then we have our building done. I was working on the last bits, the ceiling lights, and I found out that I needed the AI limiter. So, we got some research to do.
Research completed. AI limiter recipe unlocked. New Caterium research available.
Power switches and smart splitters. I might want to do that. Okay, I need copper and I need Caterium wire to make the AI limiters. Good. Now luckily I only need 3, so... There. Okay. Now I need to go back to my quick-wire place, which is literally just one setup of not an assembler, the constructor and a smelter. So I might do an overhaul of it, just like I did with the steel production over there, where I actually make the area look beautiful. Or at least make the factory look beautiful. Or am I just not? I don't know. Because I have that now. I had that with steel, where I just had a quick setup that I kept. I have it for Caterium as well, where it's just quick setup done. And also have the same thing over for the crystal over there. It's just all quick setup. Not beautiful at all. No building, no anything. And I could use a building, you know, I could make it actually look pretty good. But I probably won't make a video out of this. This was literally just for the steel. I just wanted to do it. I wanted to make something that looked good. Because I was getting sick of having a patch job steel production, especially now that steel has become more important. There we go. And now to go back to the factory and place the ceiling lights. Well, sadly the lights can't go on the side of the roofs, so I need to figure out a way to actually maybe put them on something else. But, well, for now, we have this, the two there. They will do for now. Let me just go and look up. Well, there it is. Hmm. There we go. And now we have lights on the inside. Although with the windows there, it was already pretty light here, so for now it doesn't really matter. Ooh. Hmm. Okay, I don't really know how this works. Maybe I'll just have to show it at night, because then it would probably work a lot better, but, well, for now, we don't really need to activate the lights, so, yeah. Oh, wait. What if I do it like this? The other way around. Does that help? Yeah, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna have to wait for nighttime. Let me first show off the roof again, because I did change the colors. So the sides of the panels are now grey instead of white. Top of the roof is made out of flat roof. And yeah, it looks a lot better than all of it white. Now, of course, there's still more I kind of want to do with the building. I mean, it is a foundry after all, so I want to maybe put in some ventilation, but I don't really think it's that necessary. Anyway, yeah, probably gonna end the episode here. I might clip the part where I show the lights off with the night afterwards, but no commentary. Gotta see that. But for now, we built this. I probably will work a little bit more on the outside here. Maybe replace the floor with actual concrete, if that's possible. Wait. Oh no, that switches between the types. Never mind. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you all next time. Wait. There are other walls and roof types? Damn it.